you to share. There's a poem to share in public, a poem for you to share everywhere. Here we go! Give me poetry.
My name's Allan Wolf, and I write books and perform poetry for young people. Here's an example of my presentation I called Poetry Palooza. The occasion is a smaller audience in a library conference room, but I can adapt Poetry Palooza for a bigger stage and a larger audience. Enjoy.
For you to share, there's a poem to share in public, a poem for you to share everywhere. And there's a poem for me. Now there's a car that goes vroom vroom. Just tweeting down the street. Snake horn. There's a car that goes vroom vroom. Slithering down the street. How about a mother horn? Mother horn. Here we go. Now there's a car that goes vroom vroom. Down the street. That's what moms say. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, that car was full of poets. My name is Allan Wolf. Allan Wolf. And I am an author. And an author is a person who writes books. You got it. And all of my books are filled with poems. You got it. And that makes me a special type of author. That makes me what's called a poet. Got it. And all of these things, this author, these books, this these and this, they all have this in common. Got it. And we're going to be going over words and why words turn into poetry and what poetry is, and we're gonna act out some poems, and I'm going to teach you 4 of the elements of poetry, and you're never ever going to forget them. And you're also going to realize that poetry is everywhere. Poems can be anything under the sun. A poem can be a spaceship. Everybody say, zoom! Zoom! Poets ride beyond the sky. A poem can be a secret room. Everybody say, room. Where poets watch the words walk by. A poem can be loud fireworks. Everybody say boom. Boom. A poem can be loud. And this is what we call rhyme. Everybody say rhyme. Rhyme. Got it. And Mother Goose was great at rhymes. For example, that classic Mother Goose poem, Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. You got it? Poetry hurts. Okay. Now everybody say rhythm. Rhythm. Rhythm is a fancy way of saying beat. Everybody say beat. Beat. All poetry has a beat. When you listen, you got it. Allan Wolf. Just like the animal. Allan Wolf. Yeah. Just like the animal. Going. Allan Wolf. Yeah. Just like the animal. Allan Wolf. Yeah. Just like the animal. Going. Allan Wolf. Yeah. Just like the animal. Allan Wolf. Yeah. Just like the animal. Allan Wolf. Yeah. Just like the animal. Allan Wolf. Yeah. Just like the master. Allan Wolf. Yeah. Just like the animal. Allan Wolf. Yeah. Just like the animal. Allan Wolf. Yeah. Just like the animal. Allan Wolf. Yeah. Just like the master.
like when it's written down. Every time I say dance, I want y'all to go cha-cha-cha. Give it a shot. Dance. Cha-cha-cha. Good. Every time I say sing, I want you to go la-la. Sing. And every time I say play, I want you to go dum-dum-dum-dum. Play. You got it. This is a little poem by a poet named Eleanor Fairjian, and it's called Music, and it goes like this. Can you dance? Cha-cha-cha. I love to dance. Cha-cha-cha. Music is my happy chant. Music playing in the streets gets into my hands and feet. Can you sing? I love to sing. Music like a bird in spring with a gold and silver note gets into my heart and throat. Put your hands down. Raise your hand if your mom or dad sings in the shower. Put your hands down. Raise your hand if your mom or dad sings really badly in the shower. Alright. Now all you gotta do is repeat everything I say. Okay? Alright. Okay. Alright. Boogie boogie. At the library. Here we go. Went to the corner. Walked in the stove. Bought me some candy. Ain't got it no more. Ain't got it. Y'all have a library here? Yeah! Going in the library! You go to the library. I went to the library. I went to the poetry section and I pulled a book off the shelf. And it was a book of poems by Eloise Greenfield called Honey I Love, and there was a poem in it called Things. And I loved that poem, and I memorized it, and I took my guitar, and I put some 12-bar blues to it, and I wrote a melody for it, and I put a little boogie, woogie, woogie in it. But if I take away the guitar, and if I take away the melody, and I take away the boogie, woogie, woogie, all I'm left with is the poem. But that's all I need. Because the poem has its own rhyme. Everybody say rhyme? Rhyme. It has its own rhythm. It has its own music. And it also tells a story. You got it. It does all four of those things. I'll prove it to you now. Shake it, shake it, shake it with the whoop. Suddenly out of nowhere came the zookeeper man. And all of the animals ran back to their cages and pretended to be asleep. And the zookeeper man stomped over the zoo yard in his steel-toe, poop-proof zookeeper boots. And he looks to the left, nothing. And he looks to the right, nothing. And he scratches his head. Oh! Y'all scratch your heads. And he stomps away. Right there. Put your feet shoulder width apart, hands down your side, head up straight. Always when you do something good in your life, make sure you bow and absorb the applause you deserve. What's up, man? What's up? Another round of applause because they're poetry heroes. I visit remarkable, marvelous lands, and I never leave my chair. I only have to read a book to feel as though I'm there. So hop aboard the Word Express. It's leaving from the station. The only ticket needed is your own imagination. Whatever are we waiting for? The adventure starts today. Just take a book from off the shelf and you're on your way. And I'm going to send you on your way in your poetry day. Just remember this. Poetry is made up of 4 different things. And I want you to repeat them after me. You got rhyme. That's right. You got rhythm. You're right. You got music. And you got story. And I want you to remember my name is Allan Wolf. Just like the animal. Allan Wolf. Just like the animal. There's a poem over here, a poem over there. There's
poem for you to share everywhere. Here we go! Gimme, 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 gimme poetry. Help me out with my gimmies. Gimme, 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 gimme poetry. One more time, really loud. Gimme, 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 gimme poetry. One more time, really slow. Gimme, 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 gimme what? Poetry! That's right. Thanks, you have been a great audience. A poem for you to share, there's a poem to share in public, a poem for you to share everywhere.